Welcome to It's All Local. I'm Seth McCoy. Joining me today is Devra Bailin, Economic Development Director for the town of Needham. Devra, welcome to It's All Local.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So you've been in the job a little under 2 years. How has it been, and what are the challenges you were facing coming into this role?
Well, one of the things that happened was when Joyce Moss left, my predecessor, the Council of Economic Advisors was in the midst of doing various studies. And one of the problems was that they weren't really coming out with any new ideas for economic development. They were sort of stagnant. So one of the first things I did was reconvene the council, and we moved forward with the New England Business Center, which was really the first target. They had completed symposiums, and they wanted to change the zoning, which we ultimately did within the first year that I was there. We did dimensional changes, and we did use changes to address the issues that the landlords and developers had raised that were impeding development in that area.
What were some of those issues?
Well, in large part it had to do with the way the zoning bylaw had been drafted back in 2001. It turns out that it was an old model, and what we needed to do was to recognize that the first floor of multi-story office buildings needed to be available for retail and restaurants and other accessory uses for the businesses that were in the office park. And that was one of the challenges. The second piece of that really had to do with the density that the bylaw allowed. It didn't allow enough height and enough density to really make it economically feasible to redevelop. And we changed that, and town meeting went along with it. It was pretty much unanimous. So we were very excited, and that began the process of the changes through this Council of Economic Advisors.
And so where are we now? What's moving ahead? What sort of...
The Council of Economic Advisors then tackled the mixed-use 128 area, which is on the other side of 128 towards the river. And we analyzed and held symposiums and have come up with a set of dimensional requirement changes that we want to make. The Planning Board has agreed to take those up, I believe, in the fall if there's time on the warrant. And the other issue has to do with a residential overlay for the area near the river.